So today I'm going to talk about teach your kids not to throw garbage anywhere. The reason I did this topic, it's because every time we go out, like do some groceries from our home, going to the nearest grocery store. We call it the Iloilo Supermart. So it's just like 10 minutes walk from our home. So every time we pass the road, it's a subdivision. Come to think of it, and yet I can show so many garbage, especially the plastic ones. I hate looking at them garbage in the road. And come to think, it's a subdivision, and yet the garbage is you can see the garbage everywhere. How come this whoever threw it, we cannot say they're kids or they're adult, whoever threw them, they were not being teach not to throw the garbage anywhere. So I have some outline in my notes. I had to do this. I have to have an outline, otherwise I have to be on off topic again. So I have made some little quotation like, you know you as a person, you know we are all responsible for our environment. If we don't teach our kids young at the young age, they will keep doing these things because kids, they don't know what is right or wrong. We all know that throwing garbage is wrong, isn't it? But still, I don't know why people throw it. It maybe because they are not teach or they are not taught at the early age. So this is our environment. We live in this place. But why we want to pollute our environment with this garbage? There first, it is doesn't look nice, and it reflects one's behavior or one's personality. So if you don't care about your environment, what does it say about you as a person? So let me follow the outline first, because if I don't follow the outline, I will be off topic again. So start at an early age. Why we have to start at an early age? It should be teaching our kids at an early age, like toddler. So I researched that the early age that they can understand instruction is from the age 1 years old. That's a toddler stage. So if we can, you know, even at our home, it will help. It will actually help you as a parents if you teach your kids as early as 1 year old. A simple instruction: don't throw the cover. You don't throw the packets of candy or cookies, or leave them in the table. Pick them up and throw it in the garbage. It is because 1 year old doesn't understand complex instructions. So just tell your kids, pick your cookie wrapper and throw in the garbage. That's it. It's just one simple instruction. Or don't throw your cookie packets should be in the garbage. That's it. It's a simple instruction that kids can easily understand. If we teach them, or we inculcated at them at that early age, it will become a habit. It become a good habit. So teach our kids to do these simple things as early as possible. Like when your kid is bringing chips, and they're eating it, and then they don't have so any garbage anywhere. So tell them, put your garbage inside your bag, and when you arrive home, you can throw it in the garbage can. Or simply put your chips or cookie wrapper or candy wrapper in your bag. That's it. Then when you arrive home, you follow up. Okay, throw your garbage, your candy or cookie or chips wrapper in the garbage. That's it. See, one simple instruction and follow up by another simple instruction. If you keep doing this simple instruction to your kids, it will be, it will be in their mind. You are teaching them a good habit. You are making a good person. You are teaching them to love the environment where we live in. You know, so simple instruction at an early age can be understood by a 1 year old kid. So start teaching your kids these good things. It they will not lose out. Okay, I'm gonna be off topic. I just wanna tell you a story is how I teach my daughter and how I harvest the good teaching that I told her. So when she used to study in a private school from uh, kindergarten until grade 4. So when I transferred her to public school, she was shocked, you know. Although in the private school, I don't know why, but she never complained about garbage in private school. Maybe the teacher in private school are really good at teaching them, you know, about garbage, throwing them properly, or because there's always a garbage can anywhere. I don't really dwell on it, but because I didn't encounter anything about garbage. But when she transferred to public school, the shocking things that she observed the first day is that the kids in her classroom is throwing garbage everywhere. It's like the classroom itself is a garbage can, and she was so shocked, you know, because she never seen this kind of thing before. That the classroom become a garbage can, because you know a garbage can is it's a place where you throw garbage. It's a small can or a plastic can where you throw your garbage, not anywhere in the classroom. So she was surprised, or maybe even shocked, that kind of practice, and the teacher didn't even corrected it. So, or maybe the teacher once told them not to do that and they didn't follow up. I don't know, but anyway, the point is that my daughter noticed it, and then she told me about it, and then I think I can't remember the actual incident, but the teacher told me one day. I can't remember the actual conversation, but the teacher told me that one day that she told the teacher that her classmates and she observed other students were throwing garbage anywhere, and then the teacher observed her, of course, because she noticed it. And then the teacher told me that she did never throw her garbage. She just put in her bag and go home with it. So that's but the way I taught her. You know, if you cannot see a garbage can, then bring your garbage and throw it at home. She was doing it. So the teacher was impressed, and they start, you know, teaching their kids, the children at school, to bring their garbage or stop picking your garbage and not throw it anywhere. Anyway, so that was that was positive thing that I taught my child, and I was so proud because I'm effective as a mom, teaching her to throw her garbage in the proper place and not to throw it anywhere. And if she cannot find the garbage, and bring it the garbage at home. And she was practicing it. I even if my daughter is not like doesn't have 90 plus grades, or not even an honor roll, just an average student, but the values that I taught her, it really touched my heart, that she inculcated in her. So I was so proud because I don't even have to tell anyone what I taught her. It's just showed on her, and it reflects on me as a mother, because if you don't inculcate these good values, how they will do it, how they will show it, by doing that by themselves, by practicing it. So I was so proud of her, because at least she is shown the values that I taught her. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, people, parents, adults. Sure, good. Teach your kids a value. You know it's wrong to throw the garbage anywhere. Why are you practicing it? If you show you that to your kids, that you're not throwing your garbage anywhere, they will learn from you, because kids are very observant. If you just say it and you don't practice it, there you notice there is a conflict, because the words that coming out from your mouth is not the words that you are practicing. So of course the kids will never trust you, and of course they will follow you, because you're an example. They see it in you. You're the adult, and they're just a kid. What they see in you is what reflects on them. That's why I don't know. People say that it's because my kids like to like that. I don't believe it. You know, Because kids, when they're young, they're sponges. They'll absorb everything. They only stop absorbing so much things when they grow older. The maximum that you can influence your kid is from a small from even from a baby until they 7 years old. After 7 years old, it will be difficult to inculcate values in them. They may go through it, but they start to question, you know. So what I'm trying to tell you is that as early as possible, teach them a good value. Practice the good values. If you say don't throw the garbage, then don't show it to them that you're throwing the garbage anywhere. Because if you don't throw the garbage properly, they will see it. And when you preach the good thing, but you don't do the actual good thing. Then which one they're gonna follow? Because the one they see it, and then they will never trust you and never even believe you, because the words that coming on your mouth is different from what you're doing. So that's another thing that I want to tell the parents. So when a parent said that their kids is bad like that, I always blame the parents. I never say I blame them, but in my mind I always blame them, because what you teach your kid, it will always show in their behavior and their attitude. Yes, there's a called individuality, but individuality is different from habits. If you inculcate a good habit, it will always be there. If you don't inculcate a good habit, it will not be shown in their behavior or in their attitude. There's a called individuality. Like your kids is different from other children. Like being highly intelligent or have a wisdom to know good things. This is an inherent thing. You cannot change it. If your kid is not talented in like painting or drawing, you cannot force them to do that because they don't have it in with them. So that's different from teaching them a good habit, like not throwing your garbage anywhere, but put it in properly in the garbage can. That this thing can be taught. So, and like respect, if you want your kid to respect you, learn to respect them. Learn to show them a value that what you say coming out from your mouth is what you're doing. If you don't practice what you preach, they will never respect you. So start teaching your kid as early as possible that they can understand instructions. That will be in starting at 1 year old. So the psychology behind is that as a parents, we know it's wrong. Why I keep why you keep doing it? This is our environment. If you have respect to yourself, then you should respect the environment. If you don't respect the environment, how can you respect yourself? This thing goes both ways. Our environment is the place where we live. If we don't love it, it's like not loving ourselves. If your environment is too polluted, you will get sick. So if you don't respect your environment, you're just pushing sickness to yourself. So we already know an unhealthy environment like polluted air, polluted water. What will become? It will be a disease, cancer. So if we don't start, it's a small thing. Then by not throwing garbage, you are teaching our kids the value of loving the environment. Once they love the environment, they are not going to destroy it. They're not going to pollute it. Every time they do action that will damage the environment, they have to think twice because you inculcated the values in them. So in return, we are creating a good people by teaching these values. Okay, so next is the environment. Yeah, I think I inculcated too. So yeah, and our environment is very important. This is the place where we live. I don't know why people is keep destroying it, cutting trees and everything. At the end, they will all come back to us. However you become rich, you still live on Earth. If you keep destroying this Earth, where are you going to live? You're going to live on Mars? How you can do that? Is Mars livable? Is Jupiter livable? Come on, this is the only place we live, and this is the only Earth is the only place that has an environment for us to humans to strive. You want to live in the moon? Is there oxygen on the moon? I don't get the mentality of people, you know. They keep destroying the environment. Yeah, we're not all perfect. At least we have the common sense to try to protect the earth, our environment. You know, environment is earth. And earth is the place where we live. We cannot, you know, we cannot just easily live outside of the earth. This is our environment. You cannot go. Do you have the capacity to produce another earth? No one can do that. So let's love earth. Let's love our environment. Because our environment is earth. This is the planet we live on. We cannot easily live outside from this earth. We don't have that capacity yet. Or we don't have that technology to live outside the earth. So stop destroying earth. Love it. Help help our environment. Love our earth. So in conclusion, this is the only place that we live. It is called an earth. It's not just our home. It's not just our subdivision. It's just not a street. You know, everything is encompassed in one whole planet, and it is called Earth. If we keep destroying it, it will always come back. It will always come back. However rich you are, you don't live outside the earth. You live inside the earth, and this is earth is our environment. So when you keep trying to destroy it, you're also destroying the place where you live. Do you think you can easily get off from earth and live to another planet? We don't have that kind of technology yet. So why destroy this environment we live? So that's what I'm trying to tell here is that we will love ourselves, live the place where we live, and our environment is just not it's just not a country. It's the whole earth is an environment, and we should love it and take care of it, not destroy it. So, in conclusion, teach your kid the value of not throwing garbage, the value of taking care of earth by starting by not throwing garbage anywhere. So that's it. Thank you for listening. I don't see anything. It's just a live with my um, ideas written so that I outline so that I don't go off topic. So hope you guys. I hope guys you learned something today, and see you next week. I'm going to do this regularly. I keep writing ideas in my notes, so I have ideas to talk every week. Hope you learn and hope to pick up something. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm finished. I think I have to put it off now. And please don't forget to subscribe and like the live.